Shaini madam, you can start.
A very good morning to the respected dignitaries on the dais and all those who are attending through this virtual platform. Career counseling is a domain of counseling that focuses on helping the individuals find the right career pathway. In career counseling, the individual receives guidance from a professional counselor that provides expert advice on the potential, aptitude, motivating skills, etc. TNI Delhi State Branch, in collaboration with Trained Nurses Association of India headquarters, is organizing this webinar on career counseling. I request Mrs. Indumati Madam, TNI Delhi State Branch SNE advisor, to give welcome address.
Thank you, Shaini ma'am. Good morning to one and all. It gives me immense warmth and great pleasure to welcome the most esteemed personalities who have many credits in their respective fields to guide today's session to our students regarding their various career options after completing their nursing diploma and degree program. I feel extremely honored to welcome our National President, Professor Dr. Roy K. George, and I welcome Mrs. Annie Kumar, Vice President, Northern Region, TNAI, and I extend my warm welcome to Mrs. Evelyn P. Kannan, Secretary General, TNAI Headquarters, and Assistant Secretary Generals, Mr. Ajinas and Mrs. Vachala Dinakaran ma'am. And I also welcome our TNAI Delhi State Branch President, Dr. Gopi Chandran sir, and Secretary Shaini Chako ma'am, and all other easy members to today's session. And at the last but not least, I welcome all our nursing students for today's webinar session on career counseling program. Hope it will be a successful program. Thank you once again. And I welcome all you for this program. Yes, Shaini ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm welcome. Now I humbly request Professor Dr. Roy K. George, our National President, TNI, to address the gathering. Due to sir's other prior official commitments, so may not be for the whole program. So I request sir to give the presidential address. And sir, your presence itself is a great blessing to the Delhi TNI State Branch as well as the student nurses who are gathered here. Over to Dr. Professor Roy K. George.
A very warm good morning to all. This is Annie Kumar, National Vice President, North Region, Secretary General Evelyn Kannan, and Assistant Secretary Generals of TNA Headquarters, Dr. Gopi Chandar, TNA Delhi State Branch President, Shaini Chako, TNA Delhi State Branch Secretary, State SNA Advisor, and all the executive members, dear TNA members and SNA members. First of all, let me congratulate Delhi TNA State Branch for organizing this webinar on career counseling. Though all of us say nursing is the noblest career and things like that, many times we feel that youngsters are not getting enough guidance on their career prospects and how to plan their career ahead so that they will be more successful in their chosen field. It needs deliberate and systematic efforts to tell each and every chances or opportunities available around the world so that each young nurse will have enough freedom and time to choose their career and plan their career. It may extend from a ordinary career in a nursing service in India itself, in the government sector or private sector, or it can be a career abroad. But there are other opportunities which are immense, like people are opting out for civil service, people are going out to the West and settling there, people are traversing different diverse, different and very distinguished areas based on their nursing graduation. Like there are many higher education opportunities available for nurses. Like some of my friends were told, very few nurses from India go for a doctorate degree in a student visa for a doctorate degree in the United States of America or UK, where actually the opportunities are very high compared to the usual job visa where most of the nurses go. So this type of opportunities are increasing, and in this time of easier communication of using the virtual platform and internet, the access to such opportunities are easier if you have the right information. So organizing career counseling is very important for nurses because it's a profession with immense scope if we tap the potential of our graduates. As all of us know, in a developing country, India, though we are the largest supplier of nurses to around the world, still nursing has a lot of issues and problems. And presence of nurses in every possible position will definitely help improvement of the profession also. So I hope this career counseling session, and also in the last 2-3 years, TNA has also started overseas recruitment, helping nurses to get placed abroad in a most safe and smooth way. Currently, TNA is taking placements for UK in cooperation with the UK government and Health Education England. That details also will be covered in this program. So all this will be an eye opener for the young nurses to know what it is and what it is not. So I wish this program all the best, congratulate the organizers, and I'm sure that the participants will definitely feel this is a fruitful webinar. And special thanks to the special appreciation to the North Vice President, National Vice President Nani Kumar, and the TNA office bearers in the state level and the national headquarters for organizing it in such a short notice, and wishing you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for addressing the gathering. Now I request Mrs. Annie Kumar ma'am, Vice President Northern Region TII, to give the Vice Presidential address.
A very good morning to all of you. It's my honor and pleasure to be here to address you today and to be a part of this initiation taken by TNA Delhi State Branch. First of all, my hearty welcome and sincere thanks to Professor Dr. Roy K. George, National President of TNAI, for his presence here, which itself is an inspirational factor for the Delhi State Branch and all of us. Thank you, sir, for making yourself free, as we are well aware about your busy schedule. I would like to express my welcome as well as gratitude to our Secretary General, Mrs. Evelyn P. Kannan, who is undoubtedly a great nurse leader and an inspiration to our professional nurses. The TNA headquarters team, Assistant Secretaries, Mr. Ajinas, Ms. Valsala, Project Managers, Rashmi, Mrs. Reno, all need to be mentioned here for their valuable contribution to all the operations conducted by Delhi State Branch. Now, I am at a short of words of appreciation for the organizers. Every time the TNA Delhi branch is surprising us with the most appropriate need of our innovations, which are successfully implemented by the enthusiastic President Dr. Govichandran and his team. These days, life is facing full of challenges, and with so much career opportunities, our professional nurses are getting confused and puzzled up in making the right decision. And therefore, I think career counseling, advice, analysis, and researches can play a major role in making the right decision for them. In today's time, especially with the COVID pandemic, everyone is getting affected by day, and in such a harsh time, a career counselor or a mentor can boost up the confidence and help our nurses to choose the best practices to get success in achieving their dream goals. One of the most respected of all careers, we know nursing professionals can practice anywhere in the world. Moreover, this profession will allow us to have the flexibility of a family, job, and a comfortable living also. Studying and holding a degree in hand will not be benefit until you have the right choice and the right practice. Majority of us take random career decisions every stage of the individual's life, they need to take decisions in life, especially in the career. So the career counseling and guidance not only help them to make decisions now and also gives them the confidence and knowledge to make the right career decisions in the future. I should say that during this pandemic, Delhi State Branch is very active with a lot of responsibilities. Even then, along with all those activities, this much needed new venture is highly appreciated and hope to resolve the career queries of our young nurse professionals who are already practicing and also for them who are passing and going to enter into this noble profession after the completion of their basic education. In this techno-savvy world, career counseling has expanded its length and breadth so that it can reach to a mass audience so that they can also improve the country's future as well. Once again, I would like to convey my appreciation to the dynamic president of TNAI, Dr. Gopi Chandran, Secretary Mrs. Shaini, and their untiring and focused members for hosting this webinar. This is also fed in the camp for the Delhi State Branch. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to all the participants for your valuable presence and readiness to learn. I am sure that this is going to prove worthy for each one of you to take the right decisions for a bright future. In the end, I would like to remember God Almighty for showering His blessings and grace on all of us in these difficult times. Thank you.
Thank you, Annie ma'am, for your motivational speech. Now I request Mrs. Evelyn P. Kannan, Secretary General, to brief about TNI and its activities. Over to you, ma'am.
Very good morning, and this is a wonderful opportunity for the entire nurses in India to what mainly the Delhi State Branch can know about few things about the Trained Nurses Association of India. I really appreciate the efforts of the TNI Delhi State Branch under the able leadership of Madam Annie Kumar, Vice President North Region, as well as Dr. Gopi Chandran, for President of TNI Delhi State Branch and Secretary, Mrs. Shaini Chakku, as well as the entire executive members of the Delhi State Branch, as we have taken a lot of initiative to bring the making the branch more live, or making the members to be more enthusiastic in taking up this many activities and know about. So I would like to say a few things about the Trained Nurses Association of India. And one of the major vision of the Trained Nurses Association of India is lighten to enlighten. So you may be seeing here the few lights and little bigger and small lights are there, because we all may be thinking that, oh, I am only the 1 year first year students, or maybe the second year, or maybe the third year. Because you all are very important, as our national president also said, as well as the vice president, madam, also said that, because you are the future leaders, and the nursing scenario is in your hand. Because the TNI last 113 years marching towards the really commitment, moving ahead with the commitment, dedication for 113 years. Because we are going to see more and more century to come in future. Because a small light can enlighten others. So you are the small light. So you will enlighten today with the various topics, and you are going to put it in practice and make others also to know about it. This is one of the major vision, is the lighten to enlighten. That is the reason a few nurse leaders in India. And because we would like to show that TNI and a few activities and this slideshow, and we bring it once again on behalf of the entire nurses in India, as well as especially from our Professor R.K. George, as well as Vice President North Region, as well as the TNI executive members of the Delhi State Branch. Once again, a very warm welcome to the Trained Nurses Association of India. As I said before, we are moving ahead with the commitment and dedication since to 1908. And I hope you all have, many of you have not seen, you would have seen in the TNI website, I think this is our TNI headquarters. And this building was 1960 to 2019. This was our old headquarters. What we are seeing now today is 2020 because the year of the nurse and midwife, the TNA headquarters facelifted, are renovated. Now the headquarters used to be like this. When I joined in TNA in 2004, and people used to ask why the headquarters, because we thought the headquarters would be like a multinational company, a look and everything. I hope whoever visited in 2004, your dream has been fulfilled. Now we have the new headquarters. And anyway, we are moving ahead with the commitment single step, and definitely we cross the centenary, we are moving ahead into another century. And it was started with a few nurses from Lucknow, that is from European countries. They came here and they started as a nursing student association 1905, 9 European nurses. And then they became a trained nurses association of India and 1908. So these are the major objectives of the association: to uphold in every way the dignity and honor of the nursing profession, to promote the sense of a spirit to keep up on the nurses, and to promote the standards of healthcare and nursing practice, to advance professional, educational, socio-economic and general welfare of the nurses. TNAA is a non-profit, non-sectoral, non-political and non-religious organization working solely for the benefit of the advancement of nurses. Currently has nearly over 4 lakh members. Members are from clinical nursing service, nursing education, research, nursing administration and public health. Members also from the central, state government institutions, including premier national institutes, military nursing service, ESA hospital and railways, hospital, and also private and voluntary and corporate sectors. It is a registered in the Society Act in 1970. And we currently have 33 branches across the country. And we take a pride in saying that system of instrumental established the system of formal education in India, as well as the regulatory body in 1926, including the Indian Nursing Council Act was passed in 1947 and came into force in 1947. And TNA take a pride in saying that the instrument established the system of formal education in India, as well as the regulatory body. And under the umbrella of the TNA, we have the Student Nurses Association of India, which was also established in 1929. Currently, we have more than 1,000 institutes. That's the institution unit meaning. So all the institutions as the schools and college of nursing are under the umbrella of the Student Nurses Association. We also have more than 1 lakh as a student nurses as a member. And one of the major objectives of our SNA is a gain positive attitude towards the nursing profession. That is why you and me gathered here, to know what is the nursing has been doing, how I can empower myself, how I can come up in your life. That's one of the major positive. And for us to develop leadership quality and effective communication skills for overall development. Because only not focusing on the nursing and the subjects, and the TNA focusing on the personality, complete overall development. And this is one of the major objective of the professional association, that is the Student Nurses Association. And we are also recognized by the Government of India in 1950. The same recognition has been given to all the state branches. And as I said before, this building was inaugurated by the foundation stone was laid by Dr. Radhakrishnan, and it was inaugurated by President Indira Gandhi in 1961. And TNA also take an instrumental in getting the national award, because not only focused on the system of formal education, not only focused on the overall development of the nurses as well as the nursing students, because we are not always giving in nation. At the same time, we also should take something. So we focused on the nurses award, and it was initiated by the TNA in 1971, and the award was given by the Government of India. And abruptly it was stopped since 1986 to 2006. Again, we restarted the award, initiated the award in 2007, and it was first award again Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And we are also not, we can individually we cannot do much, but we also need to collaborate with the national as well as the international organization. And TNA has been given the ICN since 1912 to I think 1986. Now we are affiliated with the CNM of Commonwealth Nurses Midwifery Federation and 1977. These are the patrons of the Association of TNAI, and because they were former presidents were the association. Now we would like to know what are the national office bearers of the TNAI. And because we all are nurses, from Professor Dr. Y.K. Jones to each one of us are proud to say that we belong to nursing fraternity, because it's all elected office bearers of our nation. Who knows that someone is sitting here one day today, tomorrow you will be on this stage as a national president of PNAI or a vice president of PNAI or a secretary general or assistant secretary general of PNAI. Once upon a time, 1980, when we entered in nursing, we were not even aware that many of the things can happen. Because it's again the professional career, the development, how we can, from the student nurses, we can come as the leaders. So take a dream about it, think about it, and we can do much more. Because Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam always said that we need to have a dream. So that dream will be coming into realization one day. And national office bearer, we are the elected national office bearers at the national level. We are also again the nurses. And we have 3 assistant secretary general or secretary general. And TNA, again, some of the major achievements are because the entire road is named as the Florence Nightingale Lane because of the centenary celebration. And that Philately department identified TNA is a major important and they released a stamp with the name of TNA in 2011. And again, maybe 100 years we may take to release the stamp, and this is a privilege we have. Again, TNA again have a room of feather is a 2012. And the established the Central Research Nursing and Research Center at Camp Home. Daycare Center inaugurated by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. ये आपका association, आपका institution है. Anytime you can come and see here. And we have established a simulation lab, Dutch lab, as well as in AHA's approved BLS ASAS courses also there, and AHA headquarters. And these are the small because 113 years of achievements cannot put it in one small word. And this is a Florence Nightingale. We all are very familiar. And with the because of the modern nursing has been came here. Whenever see this the enthusiasm holding the light, she wants to pass on this light to each one of you who is ready to take it up. And someone can come forward and takes it light. It's a single lady created the history in the entire nation and the universe. And one among you sitting here, and we all can come together and make this our nursing professions a great level. And I hope this webinar will be enlightening to many ways and many areas. And we have a lot of benefits for the TNA and SNA member. If you go to the TNA website, and these are the benefits, what I will get when I become a TNA member. Very detailed explanations we are given in the TNA website. Please visit the TNA website. If you have any query, you can send the information to TNA headquarters, as well as you can ask your own state branch. We have 33 branches where whichever state you belong to. You can ask the state branch executives, give the information and give, or you can send them the mail. We are ready to do any kind of assistance today. Thank you so much for patient listening. Hope this webinar will be a really enlightening you. You can enlighten others. Thank you.
Thank you, Evelyn ma'am, for throwing light on lighten to TNI, SNA and its activities. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request L. Gopichandran, President of TNI Delhi State Branch, to share on career opportunities in India.
Thank you, Seni. Good morning to everyone. So first of all, I would like to thank our national president. So it's not only the Delhi branch organization, actually it is a collaboration of Delhi headquarters and Delhi branch. We want to empower the students because the empowerment means it's begin from the student. That only then you can be empowered in the whole professional career. That's what the concept. And for that, every time I'm always proud to say that such a leader in nursing is the one all the time the backbone of this today in the professional career of everybody. Since the growth of the TNA also, that its vision, what's the career of today, what I'm doing, and what we are doing. And the same way, and once again, I want to thank other than our president, vice president of North Region, as being the executive member of the Delhi state branch. She is also the one of the most important the person and who all the time ready us to come into the right way at the right time for the all nurses in Delhi and other than that across India. That is her vision we are trying to carry out. So I always am thankful to both of them. And with again to support by headquarters, again our great leader, madam, and our State Secretary Madam and Mr. Vyas. They are also one of the great supporters because the execution is the only support. It's not only the one person what we think. whatever our vision from our leader, which carry out by all the support of the team we are carrying out. It's all as a teamwork. Again, I supported by my secretary, Saini and advisor. I mean, everybody in our EC member all supporting. That's one of the great strengths for what we are trying to do, either in innovative way or trying to empower our nurses in different activities. So with that, I just to start my session on nursing career opportunity in India. I think this is we the first time we do this program, and I myself familiarize this area because wherever I go to present all my any of the talk, but I will always touch this area because it's a need of the hour. Because it's my experience being from started my career as a clinical nurse. Even I can say I'm the first male nurse, graduate nurse on our batch from Tamil Nadu. So it is like eye-opening for the whole Tamil Nadu, the male can enter. So a lot of confusion because everyone entered into nursing, especially in South. We always briefed for our parents, so there is a lot of scope, job opportunities in abroad. And in India, we always have dilemma whether we can get it or not because we don't have that good in terms of the job scope or the either the way our satisfaction of the job at India. That time it was not good enough. But today is different. I will come to you later on. But that time we all are very much dream to come being nurse, motivated by either the parents will be nurse or the other. They were very much happy about that profession. They used to motivate us to become nurse. We entered. So once we entered, after again we enter, we do the program. That time we have a lot of challenges we face. We have stigma, especially male nurse. We have a lot of stigma when I enter into male nurse. We have confusion whether are we compounder or nurse. That much the way we projected the uniform, everything. But a lot of challenges we faced. Today I'm sitting in front of you in different position what you are seeing. So these all like setting our career, everything in the hand of you as the individual. But is this our responsibility? The parents may convince you or counsel you at the time of school level. Today, a lot of opportunity. There is a professional counsels are doing the job. What you do, what you want to become. There's a lot of things today. The younger generation doing the best way. You can see in Florence Nightingale, she became nurse. She was a rich lady. You see the economics. By patient, she wanted to do something to contribute to the people, to the society. She took as a professional, as a career. That time she's not knowing that what is nursing. She defined as that is nursing. She has defined what I'm doing, I'm carrying the people, that is nursing. She made the theory also. She made these innovative research also. It's all she made herself by the nursing in the professions. Still, that is a confusion whether art or science. Today, we are adding as a researcher, nursing is the science, that the new innovation or the activity which are doing. But when she started, she was the one who passionate. She wanted to do the help to the others. She just left everything, her money, everything. She was went to the war and helped the people. That is different when they have vision. But today, not like our younger generation. I understand because a lot of media, society, everything changed the people. They like to become nurse for the job, including me. Everybody. I want to become nurse only for the opportunity because I want to get job. So everyone they're looking at something to satisfy themselves. But when you grow, today I'm standing in front of you as a defined person. I like my profession. I love my professions. That will take time for you. But still in your mind, what you are asking, that I'm going to give answer for you. So the career counseling means every time you have the thinking, you are in your mind, you confuse. At the time you have confusions. Whether I have to choose nursing or not at the time of birth. After choosing whether I get the job or not. There's a lot of opportunity there. Whether I can grow in this profession like other people. Computer, get the job, they grow, they can go to other country. I mean, as it possible for me. So these all the confusion at different stage will come. So this as a faculty, even I am the teacher for my student, my responsibility. So you think about TNA. TNA is the one which helps everything support and take you to the level what you want. That's why we have taken we are pioneers in recruiting the student and nurses today in other countries. We felt ourselves, even myself, I came to everyone. Please help us. I already in abroad 10 years, I faced a lot of problems. She told, yes, go back. Already I'm thinking about it. You are also telling at the right time. So whatever the phase challenges, whatever facing, we just give it to the TNA, please help us. TNA is working for the same way. We realize that the career counseling is the most important for the student. Even though we are doing recruitment, everything, but we have to get at that time. That's why we chosen this for the final year student or student who passed out, who waiting for the job. We have to give the right time. We have started. This is the background of this, why we do this. This will continue for every year. And again, we'll give some of the names, detailed for them to contact you personally, because I know it's individualized. You may have some problem. You definitely you call us. We'll give the appointment for you. We'll take care of you. So other than that, today also this program, what I am presenting to you, just to eye-opening for you, eye-opening, sensitize you. What is the scope? Later on, you will during this time, you have some questions in your mind. Please put it in the chat box. We will also discuss with you. So just listen to me what I'm trying to say. Then later on, you can put whatever. Even you can continue this. We are chatting with the appointment with us. We have experts are there to discuss. You will give you right time. That also will help you to solve your problem. Because the career is, again, I'm telling you, have many factors in your mind. You are very potential. You have some problems for limitation, personal limitation. So you may think that I want to do that, but I want to do this. So many things in your mind. Please, you can call us, ask us here. This is most important question I felt myself when during my lifetime, doing every time, even today also, we people think, even you settle down, you become director of nursing also, you have mind, whether I'm doing good, what I have to do. So that way, you all the time have mind. A few questions are common for everyone, especially for the first country. Number one, is there any job opportunity for fresh nursing graduate in India? Definitely, there is a lot of opportunity. We were in sync in before I told you when I completed, but it's only government job that also who completed government schools, not for the private. But today, even private nurses who studied in Tamil Nadu or any other places, they can enter any government sector next day if you complete your examination or requirement you're supposed to complete. So because my focus only on opportunities in India, because and abroad, Mr. Ajinas will continue after my sessions. So I most focus on that. Just you can chat, you can send any messages, anything about it. Also you can discuss. The second one, are you eligible to practice in India after graduation? Yes, you are eligible, but there is something to complete, because most of the time, even my student, I used to ask me, sir, I completed my graduation. Shall I get the job? Yes, you get that. But they are not accepting me. They are not accept my application. Then definitely, you have to complete the license. You have to go to the registration. You are counseling. You have to go to counsel. You complete your registration. You get the license. That license only one to allow you, because it's not like other professions. It's a professional who are medical or nurses who are legislating legally. You are permitted once you complete the license procedure. That's why you have to complete the requirement. That means registrations in the council, then you get license to practice. That's the most important to you to understand. That will help you to know how to proceed for that. Again, another one person, how to join the government institution for permanent position. Yes, any government. Earlier, some of the things are happened before 20, 15 years. Anyone who complete the government hospitals, they can register in the government, employment. They come calling by number, they can take the job. Earlier, once they complete, next day they join. That much was there to 30 years before. So now there is a lot of opening has come up because of the need of the number, because everything is on different factor. I will let you know later on. So now the government institution in central government, state level, everything they are open for everybody as per the system, so you can get the government job as a permanent position. Because everyone always look, even you want to work in government, you feel so proud, and safety wise you are so good, and you have all the rights to take it from it. So like people like to always work in the government. The next one, so I start my work at private hospital, still join the government institution. Yes, you always don't waste for one day. I completed my BS nursing. I joined in one of the private hospitals. I started work for 1,500 rupees per month salary. So I did not wait for one day, because everything, how much important you complete your course, your experience will help you add you in your professional career and growth. Whether you work in the private or government, all are same. Only thing is you have to choose the right hospital who provide you better working environment, who provide you better experience for you, whatever you're looking for that. That all you will learn, you evaluate yourself or go to someone who can help you, to mentor you, that you have to choose it. But right hospital, even private also, you work for tertiary hospital, whatever the interest you work in. Minimum bedded hospital, some hospital 50 bedded, 100 bedded, that you have to choose, because that certificate should be worthy enough for you. Is there any career promotion for nurses in India? Yes, earlier no. One join as a one position will retire the same. So here today TNA has taken a lot of effort for the changes in the career of the everyone nurses in every level. You can see Madam told 1908 today, what TNA done, everyone know that, including the salary for the nurses working in the private hospital. So same way, career promotion changed, but still there is a lot of changes, lot of challenges, lot of issues, but still we are going with it because we are like developing better. Same like our profession also developing in better manner, but you cannot compare that one with the developed country. But still we are developing country, leading country, same like nursing also leading today in terms of everything. So TNA is one of the most important role as a catalyst to make changes in every part of the professional role. Then how can I start my career as an educator, administrator, nursing? This is one of the biggest person in everyone's mind. Everyone want to become teacher next to you. You can become teacher, but without understanding nursing, without practice and to become experienced as a clinical nurse, you cannot understand what is nursing. Nurse teacher means not only teaching the concept to the student, teaching the vision to the student. People are really mistaken that they want to become teacher, they want to become administrator, but role is different. But when you carry the class dedicated given life to the others, what she can not life, that's a vision for how you accept your profession, how to with the profession, how you give the help to the support to the community. That is vision. That vision not with the people today, because you have to realize yourself. Because during the course you are always interdependent or dependent. But you become nurse, you registered nurse, you are independent. When you become independent, you take all the challenges. You provide care to the patient by learning. Because every time I used to tell, take the challenge. Challenge is not to help you, hurt you. Challenge will make you grow, make you to become better. That's why when you become nurse to join first day, you take one nurse, one patient and care. Don't depend on others. Sometimes they help you for some extent for orientation time. But later on, you become the full-fledged nurse. That experience only you understand what is nursing. Then that only you are going to teach the student. You cannot become that because people realize that after BSc I want you get the opportunity. That is private college, they will call you, come and work as a tutor. Don't accept it. It's my experience I'm telling. That's why most important the phase what you are taking decision. That is the most. So educator, administrator is the role very good enough. If you are potential, you are the good you are able to speak, you are able to come concept to the people, you are able to choose the career also. That also will give you the idea how to become the educator and administrator after your career. So shall I join as an educator without any clinical experience? I answered to you that don't go for any of the teaching positions without gaining as and understanding what is nursing. Then today context simply given as introduction. Today COVID, everyone realized that what is nursing, not as the society realized what is nursing. Without nursing, there is no what the care, what the outcome to achieve cannot be possible. That is called disability. So when I joined nursing 20 years, 23 years before, there is a stigma. I cannot go and tell I am a nurse. I cannot tell even male. Today, male itself can able to speak I am a nurse. We see that is disability. This is the identity of the nurses today, especially after the COVID. And this is not only that COVID made the visibility, COVID made the reality how much the nurses are important in the outcome of the patient. And other than that, how much the nurses required also, that nurses capacity building for the government. Really, they thought that building is the most important. Now, number of nurses is important. Even the ratio of the nurses is most important. This all made you today, after COVID, what I'm talking to the people who are finally a student, today you are most important. Your demand is most important. That's really that only other country required. No, India itself required. That made you to understand opportunity has been increased, widely spoken for different places. That is all the time we thought earlier abroad. So I'm very proud to say when I choose the topic, what I want to express, I want to talk about India. Because I went to abroad, I came to India. But I'm very proud to say, don't go to abroad. Go for abroad, you like it. You want to stay in another country, pollution-free country. I want to stay, I want to grow. These are all in your mind, flying ideas. So you can go and learn and come back. You can go do degree, anything. I like to always learn from different countries. Good for our country. We can come and do that. Same way you can do for other country. Go and practice, learn, but come back to India. India has a lot of scope. And you are the tomorrow leaders. Also make the changes in nursing. When you want to become leader, go to other country and come back and how to develop our country in terms of professional development. So that's why all the time I always say that that's most important. Working in our country is very good in terms of satisfaction and working and it make you to be grow and very personally also satisfied, because mostly professional growth, personal growth, both are balanced if you work in India and your profession is growing. So that's why I always advise you try to be here, do our best. If you go to other country, that also that is we are giving you. We are not biased with you. We'll also tell you what are the scope in other country. I'm talking about only India. So you see, before you start to that, there's a question: what are the eligibility you have to get into the job? Any government, any private, today all are regulated, especially IMC based database. How many of the registered? How many nurses? Everything is linked with even the hospital today. So you cannot practice even one day without completion of your registration process. That's why registration of your graduation certificate with the respective council. Council means you are in Delhi, you are registered in Delhi. This is your parent registration, parent council. So you want to go to Kerala later on, you have to register first here, then do re-registration. Why then again that the query will come? Why you are going to Kerala? You are trying to show I got the job here. I moved for whatever that recommendation, because you want to practice in Kerala. This is a system right now that may be changed later on, but till now what is happening, I'm just explaining to you. And you see in abroad, same like India, you need practice. Same thing in abroad also, a lot of procedure other than language. That will be explained by Mr. Ajinas very detailed manner, and TNA also majorly today work on this area. That also will be explained by Mr. Ajinas. This is earlier I told you there is a different spectrum in your career. When I started my career, we thought about first one, I want to become nurse. Then after that, I get in the because we need 2 years clinical experience. Again. Need 2 years experience to go into master level. So any program, or you want to go to other country, you need experience. So everyone like to join in the clinical because they learn good and they become understand the nursing. After that, even though whatever you learned in the academic is different, your learning is different because you put on requirement. I want to complete this, I want, but they are not requirement. Your experience is how many patients I managed independently, how many challenges I faced. So how can I manage in any situation? How can I? That all give you confidence when you become the actual nurse. So I work as a nurse and especially in the clinicals. Because clinical only face every day different scenario. Teaching side or administrative, maybe administration also. That's why this experience will help you that you need it, and that will help you go for other country also. Then some of the position also, higher position also, the government also you can enter. That I will explain to you. Then educator, another perspective. You want to become educator, there's a different road. I already told you that also there is some requirement you have to complete. But again, you evaluate yourself at the time of today itself. What is your potential? Because sometimes I have seen some of the people when I met them. They are nurses working in last 20 years. They told, oh, actually, as per my potential, I'm supposed to complete MSc. I'm supposed to complete it. When I was telling 20 years before, we are not able to understand that because whenever we want to become nurse, I want to go to abroad. That now today, there is an opportunity that open in the education side also. There is an opportunity work in the administrative side also. There is the opportunity to do any level of education nursing in India. That is one of the biggest things I can want to say, because you can become, you are graduate now, tomorrow you become postgraduate, you become doctoral, you even post anything, postdoctoral, fellowship. So many things are today. There is a program and also scope for that. When you complete every level of education, you also enter to a different level with your experience. That's why today you will understand what you want to become. You want to work in some time to go to abroad, or you want to do higher level education. So you want to become administrator because you may be good as a leader. You become SNA today, a leader. You may realize that I become good administrator, or you evaluate yourself, self-evaluation, individualize. Then you think about what to do, how to do. Then mentor by some people, your friends, anybody, or including all us will help you. Then this is what the see today. Why I'm talking about this? First one talk about opportunity in India, especially in AIDS, because AIDS is only one AIDS. Today, multiple aims are coming. Same, I told you, number of population increase, number of emerging diseases come like COVID, number of, again, we need the capacity building in terms of everything. Today, government decided to open tertiary hospital like AIDS to every corner of India. Earlier, we had only JIPMER, AIIMS, and NIMHANS or PGH&E, only 4 institutions. Today, every state have 1 or 2 aims. That is scope for the nursing. Scope for the professional development. AIIMS, we have at AIIMS Delhi, we have 6,000 nurses approximately. You think about every AIIMS, how many nurses? Every year, 2,000 opening at AIIMS level. This year also, next month, we're getting 3,000. These all opening of nurses will help them to enter into this profession. And also they are giving good opportunity when you see that they earn how much they start getting, you feel you are proud. Why should I go to other country? These all, it's a eye opening for you. And just show some of the picture, because you always heard about it. If you see the picture, you motivated. Oh, this is very good building. Why not you work in AIIMS? Because what is the advantage of AIIMS? I am from AIIMS Delhi, working as associate professor. It's 9 years, a great experience in my learning experience of this. I worked as an associate professor. Different. That's nothing. But what I learned the last 9 years made me to be think different way with my vision. All the things because of that AIIMS. Because the AIIMS is like the institution. You have different level of the work which help you and shape yourself the better manner. Whatever you are, whether you are on the clinical side or maybe the teaching side, whatever you are, because institution vision only the employee visions. That employee means we are the employee. That's why what type of institution you are choosing also most important. Because your clinical teaching also where you want to work, but that also because your potential. If you are good, you will be chosen better institution. So very good, very highly potential student, very energetic student choose. Maybe without how to come to Delhi, I would watch. Now any state, every state, even you walk in Andhra, you go to Mangalagiri. Tomorrow you open in Tamil Nadu, Madurai. Like this, many institutions coming up, all are same standard. You see the odds are same standard, all type of facility, all type of experience, and also position nursing officer, nearly a nurse. Today they call us nursing officer. These all like to state as no stigma, very proud, and we also even our Prime Minister of India vaccinated by nurse. I think everyone know that. So that type of proudness we have the nurses. So that is what I'm just showing all the pictures which help to motivate you how much AIIMS are coming. Then they inaugurated. Everywhere running now. It is not like showing picture. Everywhere recruited started. Everywhere their nurses are working. And other than that, many AIIMS already started. Even this year are open. They are also going to function. And their recruitment also they started open. These are all pioneer institutions. Somebody want to work in Jipmer. I'm here to Pondicherry or Tamil Nadu. So everywhere, even Rajasthan nurses working in Jipmer. They never bother about language. They are coming and they are going and learning. They themselves they settling. So it is not like India, wherever you want, you like what you choose the institution. That is the most important. And like PGH and one of the eminent institution. And again, and Army also opening their recruitment, and especially female only they selected. These also make you to understand that everywhere the opening, not only the AIIMS and in Kerala, one of the very one of the biggest regional cancer center, they are also recruiting. These are annually the recruitment is coming annual. All of the advertisement coming at the right time. You will go into that. You will also share in the group. We will also share in the TNA group. You can SNA or TNA, you need SNA members, and you can approach your SNA advisor. They will tell you you can from here after you can apply this. So I think I don't know about demands. Why are they all the central government, state government, everything they have same kind of payment, salary, almost same facility, everything will be same, including Delhi government hospital. Or today I think Delhi government hospital, they also get the same salary and same type of the allowances, everything at par with the central government. Because most of the hospitals, even Pondicherry government hospitals, all of them have the same. That is one of the good things we can able to understand. So even you are not able to get central government institutions, state level, some of them, union treasury, states, they are also almost the same equivalent with the survey. This all last year, you can see 2018 to 2020. So many recruitment. Not only the student realize that, oh, getting the exam, completing exam, joining in the nursing officer, they have their patients. But still, it's our responsibility to explain to you. And then again, that another question has came in your mind. After you become nursing officer, what I should become? What can I? Is there any career promotions? So that also there is a growth senior nursing officer. After you sometime 3 years, because your salary will change every your MACP will be there every 10 years. Again, according to the vacancy, according to the category, there is a different category or general category or reservation category. According to that, there is a calculation they are government. They will also move to you at the different position by that is called career promotion. You start in one point, you end in one point. With your experience, it's the same institution. You and also that after that also you want to choose some other institution. I may not get due to my seniority, I'm low. I may not get the job at my same institution. Then you can go to the other institution with the same experience by deputation, or you can go and apply at some job there, and you will also get it. Only your experience will speak. And your again examination. Some of the examination you have to get your mark, then you will be able to get it. Earlier not like this. Everyone joined one point, there is one point. Today there is a lot of opportunity. Very few people become that positions, assistant ANS, DNS, nursing superintendent, chief nursing officer, very few today. Now today, CNO opening it at PG Chandigarh, direct recruitment, who completed MSc, they cleared the exam, they joined. So they here today, direct recruitment, directly they will ask me come and join. Even private people who are working for it, they can also apply. But mostly they prefer government people. Why? Because their working government experience is different than the private experience. During the time I interview, they always choose the government. Other than if the person do extraordinary in the private sector, also they are also coming to the government, because it's all matter of you, how you perform, how you do the best for the patient and this. These are all the another one for the specialized. When before I can say, if you ask me 1 year, 2 years before to talk about career counseling, I may not tell this. To specialized nurses existing in India today, AIIMS Delhi, we have all trauma nurse, ostomy nurse, wound care nurse, orthopedic nurse, pediatric nurse, different even home care nurse today present during COVID situation. Tele-nursing, you have seen the newspaper today. This AIIMS Rishikesh, AIIMS Conifer, all of they started tele-nursing. The nurse working. These are all scope, because what is the things now earlier? Only other country they have different type of things system. Nursing, clinical nurses and general nurse, they become specialized nurses. Again, the specialized nurses or the super specialized nurses or functional nurse, whatever we can say, they become also licensed, some of the qualification they maintain. But in India, even there is a need of the even doctors say, I want ostomy nurse, definitely the outcome is better. So, but we are not able to provide that because we are not trained, people are not available. But today we are training them with some of the things which is by the collaborative manner, by the accreditation, and also by mentor nurses. And after that also they will be accepted as a role. Like today heart failure nurses, 3, 4, 5, 6 nurses working heart failure nurses. They are expanding the role in a different manner. These all today happening with like AIIMS like institution that today followed by other institution also today. That is one of the big changes. But they also get specialized salary, special salary or special fixation of the salary for them also. That is the pipeline, because National Nursing Commission is coming. That all make the clarity on that. How specialized nurses will be considered at par with the other, the specialized people in other department. So that is one of the biggest opening. Maybe when I talk about next year in career counseling, I will say they are specialized nurses, they have the different grade pay salary. That will happen tomorrow. But that is only possible if you choose that bigger institution that make you to be drive in the better manner. Because when you go to other country also, I think not moving. Thank you. So when you go to other country also, you are ostomy nurse. I have seen some of the nurses who are working in AIIMS Delhi. They specialized nurses. They are very much wanted in other countries. So that's why we wanted to give that. Again, the qualification also, you are need just BSc, and if you have diploma, again you need experience, and you have to appear for recruiting. You need the computer-based test. 200 questions will ask you 3 theory of the exams that to be completed. 180 questions are nursing. 20% they come ask you general knowledge and aptitude test. And again, that I told you, senior nursing officer also direct post come. That for that you need experience. That experience 3 years in the 200 bed hospital. That's very important. You have to choose the right hospital for working. That experience only counted, because some people work 2 years, 50 bedded, then they may not accept it. So you have to choose very good manner to go into different level of post. Again, as an AA nurse, again 6 years of experience. Again, what type of how much the bedded hospital 200 to be considered that for your experience is counted. These all salary structures usually very good salary they're getting. Their starting salary you can see almost 76,000 just your first employment. Even you go to computer, any of the profession they cannot get. Earlier stigma is there, no stigma for nurses. Earlier, no job satisfaction. There is a job satisfaction because every big hospital they have very good working and lot of growth. Today they involve so many activities. See, there is satisfaction is good. Third one is salary. Always look for any professional salary. Salary also good. So you are in India, you are most satisfied with this, and your annual salary is 9,80,000 rupees. 1 year of salary. No one getting this in this type of salary, any of the event particular or any other job. That also you need to very competitive. I think everyone understands today nursing is the one of the highly scoped. Even in India, that is only more opening also coming. How you choose it and get this type of good salary, and how to prepare yourself for writing the exam, all the things in your hand, that you need to be prepared in a better manner, and even see a salary of next level position, senior nursing officer, getting almost 1 lakh rupee, 80, 90,000 salary, 20, 30,000 get more. That also opening there, put in hospital. Prepare yourself for your job, and it is going to be next month. There is again opening is coming, more opening. See all the time, today online, everyone Google, every time message is coming. NORCET. That is for recruitment exam for different opening, especially aims is conducting. So be prepared on that. There is a lot of things to be discussed, how to apply, minimum qualification, everything given you. You have to study all the concept to be clear. Concept. Don't work on the MCQ books or anything. First you realize concept, anatomy, physiology, all specialty subject, everything, especially fundamental medical surgical is a more core area. Focus on more on that. All the questions, practice oriented questions more, clinical scenario based questions, read everything, prepare for the exam, practice more with the different. After you prepare, study, practice with the questions, many things in the online available. That is make you be good. And again, how to negative marking, how to choose, avoid negative marking, how to be confident, because most of the people they think I completed answer 200, but you would have 100 questions negative marking. You are the lowest mark. Someone answered only 100 questions, he will go to chances. Again, skill test. Nowadays, I have seen some people not trained in the properly in the school level, college level, due to another problem, because sometimes we are not sure about. We know only the candidate only mark. That every institution made skill test. They do ask and ask me. That also there is a guideline. How you perform the procedure, how do we take the decisions, and the clinical scenario method. That are not good. This is for the clinical side. And come to that teaching side again. Today, earlier we have no job. Lecturer, tutor, 2 jobs. Today, you see so many opportunity for today nurses to get into the different same aims, same like central government institution. Lot of opening is coming. Start as a tutor. The good salary is a group B officer, 5,400, great pay. It's one of the very good in that case with the other allowances. And he become area lecturer. They become assistant professor today, very good as a name wise. Associate professor, professor, principal. So these type of cadres happen now. There is a peer promotion wise still working. TNA also again fighting to get into this. So we almost have in the 50 to 60% we passed in this, and again change in the normal culture also changed today. I was lecturer before 2 years. Today I'm sitting in front of your associate professor. This all happened today. That also make you your identity, and again you feel that proud that I am also working as other faculty. Again the salary is also still better than private side. You see in private side you may not get this salary. Today the principal or lecturer all are become this almost 1.5 lakh and get different allowances that make you to be also want to become this teaching side. But again you want to become teacher. Again I'm telling you, go with some experience and go with the master level program. Choose better institution. Again when you do master, better good in terms of that, and learn the research in the better manner. Again you do doctoral program, whatever, you become nurse researcher and become nurse academicians. You can also endless things you can do, become all innovative, creativity you have potential to express, and you become leader also being a faculty, that you can be possible. All you have to depend on your factors, your personal and your factor will decide what you wanted and your potential. Your factor and potential. Factor means that all your individual problems, your physical limitations, so many things. Another one is your potential. I can do MSc, I can do that. People can decide to become. So many people they don't follow the others. You follow what you think, what you do, and when opening is available. Again, the administration also. Today, everyone knows that our national health missions with that Ayushman Bharat scheme is generated already, especially after COVID. 1,20,000 opening is placed by the health wellness center. It is to be 2022 that will be filled. That means already started the recruitment. Very good salary because they are like administrator and physician. They are replacing the doctors. So that much capacity with the BSc qualification. Very good salary, 5,000, 4,000. So these all they decided whatever the very good in doing work in one control in one center and do best thing in prevention, promotion, and also the curative aspect. They have learned. So nurse now our all nurses become identified in the every community and do the best already they get doing COVID. And again that there is different another way they are also like medical people. They're getting dean position. Dean means overall they control like in CM's value the dean is there at the nursing. Same like there is a higher level position also they created today, and it's not only private in the government also aims this year there's a dean position. Some of the other institutions, government institutions also they created the post. And director of nursing, it is happening today that even the private hospital, director of 3 hospitals and max, director of max, that means this highest position they are paying even 3 to 4 lakh rupees. That with your experience. And again, there is a government of India also, there is a high administrative position, like ADG and nursing advisor. They are overall leader. They are the policy makers for the whole changes in the nursing. That also you achieve and you really want to become to be the advisor, you will become the way you have vision, the way you work out, how to set up your career. Again, I'm telling you, set your career. Setting his career something different, follow somebody. You set yourself what is available, what can we do. There is no substitute for hard work anytime. Okay? That's why you always do hard work, do the best from as per your potential. Because some people, they cannot do, they think they want to do, they become disappointed. But you know your potential, you missed your potential, you may enter into nursing with your patient for the job, but your potential, don't stop, work. Finally, sorry, I just want to complete this word, never stop learning, even your clinical nurse, teacher, administrator, whatever, because there is all the time, even today, patient, family member, they know how to manage the COVID, but nurses not knowing what you are professional. Today, the nurses are managing every family. They will get here, I want one doctor in my family. Today, they say every family, they want one nurse. That is, we are going, and that's why by through our learning, with your experience, so that's why, because life never stops teaching, even also COVID taught us communities. So with this note, I am completing. Now you can put any of the questions you have in your mind. We will try to answer you. Thank you once again for all team for our answers. Thank you. Now it's over to
various opportunities in India. Now, I would request Mr. Adnan, Assistant Secretary General, to brief us about the overseas job opportunities for nurses. Over to Adnan, sir.
Good afternoon, madam, and good afternoon to all the participants. And we have now gone through the various opportunities for nurses in India. Like the same ways nowadays, the immigration, the number of nurses moving overseas for the job placements as well as the employment process are dramatically increasing day by day. And same way, there are a lot of exploitations also happens in the overseas job placements. That was the main reason TNAI come up into these overseas placement services, because many of them are aware that there are a lot of issues regarding the overseas placement. Some of that, sometimes they will not be getting a proper employment, or sometimes they are misguided by the recruitment agencies. Sometimes they are collecting a huge amount of money from the nurses. So these all issues were coming to the notice of TNAI, and because of that, TNAI started this placement services from 2017. And we are proud and happy to say that TNAI is one of the registered recruitment agencies in the country by the Protector General of Immigrant. So let me show you some information regarding the overseas placements by TNAI. And I hope my screen is visible to all. Can anyone confirm that my screen is visible? Mr. Prashant, can you please confirm whether my... Okay, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. So welcome to the TNAI's presentation for the overseas job opportunities for the nurses. So what are the job opportunities for nurses in overseas countries? Majority of the nurses, they have a question, what are the kind of jobs? So in general, we can classify it into clinical side as well as teaching side. So clinical side, the starts from the registered nurse jobs as an RN, and also there are opportunities for the teaching faculties also. But while comparingly, we can see that the teaching faculty jobs are very less, maybe 1 out of 1,000 or 10,000. Very rarely we are getting the opportunities for teaching. That too we used to get in Middle East countries, not in European or English speaking countries. And which are the major countries nurses prefers to work? If we classify it into based on their region, we can say that Arab countries or Middle East or other Asian countries, European countries, especially the English speaking countries, and other European as well as the other American countries we can classify into. In Arab countries, the majority, the major countries which are recruiting the Indian nurses are Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, and other countries like Egypt, Iraq, and Israel. These are the, sorry, not Israel, Egypt, Iran, and Syria, Yemen. But in the last few years by the Protector General Emigrant, due to the safety and security of the nurses, they have legally banned the recruitment of nurses to Iran, Iraq, Syria, Yemen. So if you're getting any offer from such countries, please make sure that whether it is a registered recruitment or is it a legal recruitment, please make sure, otherwise you will be not entitled to any of the safety and security precautions of the government of India, and you may get stuck there during the job opportunities. And other Asian countries such as Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, they are also recruiting nurses from India, but rarely the vacancies happen, that too or for a short term or a temporary basis. And when coming to the European countries, we can classify it into English speaking and non-speaking countries. So major English speaking countries recruiting are United Kingdom, UK, Australia, Ireland and New Zealand, and other countries such as USA, Canada, Germany, Denmark, Poland and Sweden. These are the major countries which we have noticed that they are recruiting the nurses. And on many occasions, many nurses have a doubt, what is the basic qualification I require for an overseas job? Again, we have to classify it into the countries which they are taking the Indian nurses. So majority of the Arab countries, for the Ministry of Health or Ministry of Defense or Ministry of Education or any kind of government opportunities, they strongly recommend only BSc nursing. On very rare occasions, like in the COVID pandemic, we have seen that there are some COVID vaccination duties the nurses were called. In that, they have not mentioned strictly that BSc nurses only will be recruited. They have recruited the the diploma nurses also. But in other circumstances, we have seen that BSc nursing with minimum of 1.6, that is for Saudi Arabia. For other countries, BSc nursing with 2 years of recent clinical experience, they used to ask, and it can be changed, depends on the employer sometime. And I missed one Arab country, I'm sorry, apologies for that. It is Kuwait, one of the favorite destinations for the nurses who are seeking the job opportunities in the Arab countries. So other Asian countries, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, the qualification depends. Like as a care home, they majorly take the GNMs also, diploma nurses also, but for majority of the government deployments, they prefer BSc as the major qualification. And when coming to the European or other countries, the basic qualification starts from GNM or diploma in nursing, and higher qualification always there is some like a possibility for a higher promotion or higher salary, but the basic qualification what they require is GNM or diploma in nursing. So what are the additional requirements? So majority of the nurses they used to send the query to TNAI that I have completed my BSc nursing and I have 6 years of experience or 10 years of experience, or I am a nursing superintendent of one of the leading hospital in the country. So can I get an employment in overseas? So many occasions your educational qualification or your experience not alone will be helpful for your overseas job placements. Say as an example, if you're planning to move to Saudi Arabia, you have enough BSc qualification, you have 2 years or 3 years of more than 3 years of experience. Still, if you wish to work in the Middle East countries like Saudi Arabia, you have to complete SCFHS examination. In short, many of the nurses used to call us prometric. The full form of this is Saudi Commission for Health Specialties. So normally everybody knows about this as a prometric exam for Saudi. We have given that particular examination name here. Likewise, in United Arab Emirates, suppose if you are moving to UAE, depends on the region, like whether you are going to Al Ain, whether you are going to Dubai, whether you are going to Abu Dhabi or any other provinces. The exams again depends. Like Dubai, you have to complete DHA. For Abu Dhabi, you have to complete Health Authority Abu Dhabi, in short, hard examination. So the other areas, you have to complete Department of Health examination, or sometimes they used to call Ministry of Health examinations. So not only your experience or your qualification makes always an employment for you, there are some specific requirements depends on the country for your employment in overseas. Like if you go to European countries, especially the English speaking countries, they need IELTS or OET, International English Language Testing System, or Occupational English Test as a mandatory requirement in addition to your experience or qualification. Same way in, but the scores will be different. For UK, if you think about, then the IELTS or OET, listening, reading, and speaking. In IELTS, you require 7 in each band or each module, and 6.5 in writing. Whereas in OET, you need to have B in listening, reading, and speaking, and writing C+. However, they will allow you for a clubbing possibility for the employment purpose. That means 2 scholars within 6 months of experience are eligible for clubbing. There are some more criteria for clubbing, but due to the shortage of time, I will not be able to explain much. But you can send your queries regarding clubbing of scores to us. Australia and New Zealand, they need individual modules, all the individual modules 7. But Ireland, recently they have changed. In last 2 years, they have changed the scoring pattern. That is, any module can be 6.5 in IELTS, and rest all modules should be 7. Or in OET, any module can be C+, rest all module can be B. As an example, suppose imagine in UK, you need B in all the modules, listening, reading, and speaking, all the modules B, and writing C+ particularly. Whereas in Ireland, suppose imagine you lost speaking with a C+, rest all modules are B, then you are eligible for Ireland. Likewise in IELTS, if you lose writing 6.5, rest all module you have 7, you are eligible for Ireland. So other countries like USA, Canada, other countries, they need NCLEX-RN or IELTS. And for Canada, CRNE or NCLEX-RN along with IELTS required. And many candidates, especially when we go for the career guidance or career programs, majority ask what are the possibilities to go to USA on employment basis. There was a huge demand earlier, but due to some political as well as the administrative changes, they have now stopped the direct entry of the nurses on a recruitment basis. On a new application, what I am saying is about the new application. The applications which were submitted in the years 2000 to 2010, now they have started slowly the processing. So for more details, please contact us, we will guide you. And for Canada, the total process, previously a CRNE exam as well as IELTS was enough to get a job in Canada. But now the process, they have totally changed into an assessment examination first. Based on the passing in the assessment exam, you will proceed to CRNE and further to IELTS. And Germany, the another best or the favorite destination for the nurses. But now in recent, around 6 months back, the German consulate in Bangalore, they have clearly mentioned that no legal recruitments to Germany for the medical practitioners are not in the time, or sorry, not in the time, sorry, not in life now. So if you have any such kind of recruitment offers you received, please contact the German consulate, or if you don't know how to contact the German consulate, please contact us, we will help you. The other destinations are Denmark, Poland, Sweden. So these areas for Denmark and Poland, you require Danish or Polish language proficiency, depends on the employment. But very rarely we have seen, for the Poland vacancies, we have seen the Overseas Development Employment Promotion Council, ODEPC in Kerala. They have started a new program in collaboration with one of the leading hospitals in Kerala. So you can contact them for the Poland vacancies, but it takes some time because there's a 6 months program you have to go through, and based on the proficiency in level increase, you will be deployed to, but not as a registered nurse initially. You will be registered as a trainee nurse. Then based on that, you will be promoted to the registered nurse. So for more details, you can contact us, or you can contact the ODEPC. It's a Government of Kerala undertaking. You can contact them. And Sweden, nowadays we are not seeing much recruitments, but there are some recruitments happens in between, and that requirements will be published on timely by the Swedish government, health government in their websites. And how can we securely immigrate? So recently, in a few weeks before, we have received a complaint from a nurse who recruited to Saudi Arabia. She was offered Ministry of Education, sorry, Ministry of Universities recruitment through a fake Facebook ID, sorry, Facebook chat. and she given around 3.75 lakhs rupees to the agent. And once she reached there, she found that this is not a valid recruitment. She was outsourced by one of the recruitment companies in Saudi Arabia, and she is not getting any benefits which are given for the Ministry of Universities recruitment. So how can we verify that I am securely emigrating? First thing what you need to do is make sure that you are recruited through a verified registered recruitment agency. How to find a recruitment agency, we will tell you in the next slides. And make sure that you have the required educational qualification. Because many nurses, when they recruited to Saudi Arabia, they will say that your GNM will be eligible. Once you reach there, you can upgrade it into the Ministry of Health. Now you go on like a MO, not on MOH, like under MOH they used to call, like in private hospital. Once you reach there, you can upgrade it into MOH. No. It is mandatory that you should have a BSc qualification, especially for Saudi Arabia in the government jobs. Private jobs, as I said earlier, diploma is enough. Then make sure that any language or overseas council license requirements mentioned in the recruitment. Especially in Saudi Arabia, we have seen a major exploitation to the nurses that you don't require prometric examination, you can attend the MOH and you will get the job. Yes, but in such cases, the validity of the recruitment will be only for 1 year. As per the Saudi government laws, if you want to get a 2-year employment contract, you should have to valid all the requirements along with SCFHS examination, Saudi Council for Health Services, that you should have. Otherwise, within 1 year, you have to complete your SCFHS exam while you are working in Saudi Arabia. So make sure that you are having all the requirements while recruiting. Then you should have a valid passport. So during the time of recruitment, you make sure that minimum of 6-month validity you have for your passport, and higher upgradation, the upgradation of your passport can be done once you reach the country through the Indian consulates or Indian commissions in the particular country, but minimum 6 months of validity, you please make sure that your passport has. Then a valid employment letter or visa. Now the Middle East countries or Arab countries, the India government made strict rule that all the valid employment letters shall be translated to English. So suppose if anyone is giving an employment letter or a visa which is not translated to English, please don't accept. Rather, send to the particular consulate or the embassy in the country. There are 2 offices in the country. One is embassy in Delhi and their consulate offices in Mumbai. And there are some consulate offices in Bangalore too. So if you find any difficulties to find these areas, please contact us. We will definitely help you. And also make sure that you have a valid ticket to travel, that everybody is aware about how now the air travel is not a big concern, but make sure that any kind of transit visas or transit permissions are mentioned in the ticket. Suppose if any transit permissions are made on the ticket, then you may be not able to travel on the day of travel, or you may stuck in the middle. Suppose if it is a connected flight, suppose imagine you are going to UK and your flight is through the Frankfurt, and they mentioned that there is a transit visa required for your stay in Frankfurt and you have not obtained, you will be blocked either from your destination airport in India, or if by mistake, if they allowed you, then you will be stuck in the middle, the transit area where it is mentioned that the visa is required. So please make sure, or if you have any queries, you can send to us, we will guide you. And as I said earlier, how can we verify the recruitment agency and job offer? Please visit www.emigrate.gov. Sorry, I missed a dot before in. It's emigrate.gov.in. Or this link we will share it in the chat box. You can check your RA list, and also you can check your employment contract by visiting the immigrant column. This will be the panel of the eMigrate website. On the left hand side, you can find the immigrant column. What all things as an immigrant you can find. Unfortunately, this facility is now available only for the Middle East countries, around 18 countries listed by the Government of India, Ministry of External Affairs. The the European countries or other English-speaking countries not coming under these policies. But if you have any queries, you can verify through us. But for the Middle East countries, make sure that before you travel, go to the immigrant column. You can check your immigration clearance status, whether you got the proper immigration from India. You can check your employment contract. Maybe they have, suppose imagine you got an employment contract of 6,000 Saudi Arabian riyals in a paper, but you want to verify that whether this offer has got 6,000 Saudi Arabian riyals. You can go to the view employment contract, put your employment ID, your passport number, then if it is a genuine or if it is a valid one, all the details will come in both Arabic as well as in English. Also, you can submit your grievances regarding any of the recruitment agencies, or you can track your application's status because you have submitted your passport to your recruitment agent, and you are not getting any information from the recruitment agents in the last 1 month or 2 months. You by yourself can check your status of application. And the final one, e-locker. This is very much important, and rarely the nurses, especially because we are concerned about the nurses are using this e-locker. Before you travel or once you reach there, please make sure that all the documents you have, your passport, your travel, your visa, and all the requirements, please scan and log in the e-locker for immigrant. In any case, suppose imagine your employer taken your passport and like they are making you to work for less salary or something, and you want to escape from that scene. If your passport is not available, no agencies can help. Suppose if you put these documents in your e-locker, anytime you can access, or you can give your e-locker details to the concerned Indian mission in the country, they will verify and they will help you for your further requirements. Also on the right hand, on the recruitment agency, you can go to the list of recruitment agents. In that there are 3 columns they have given: list of active RA, non-active RA, and list of RA consolidated report. So go to the active RA list and find the registered recruitment agency. To find TNAI, if you just go to the list of active RA and just type on the column that the Trained Nurses Association, you will get our licensing authority name, our grievance redressal person name, and our website, our email. All the details will be available with an RA ID, recruitment agency ID 9255. So please make sure that you are recruited through an authorized agency. And Indian government has a special concern over the nurses recruitment to Middle East. That's why there is a special box given for the nurses immigration clearance. So in the panel of the email, in the web page of emigrate.gov.in, you can find an area called office orders. In that, again, you can find recent office orders, and again in that nurses immigration clearance. This is why the government is giving this protocol, means the nurses can verify whether they are recruited through the proper. Suppose imagine there is a recruitment call from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, it was the permission was given on 21st of February 2018, and there are 10 recruitment agencies. They have given the permission with their license number, and this is given on 19th February 2018. They received the request, and the permission was given on 4th January. So 4th January, the letter was received to the government, and 19th February, they received the permission, and they have published it on 21st of February. So they have specifically given that the recruitment can be conducted in Delhi, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Cochin. These are the 4 areas the government had given permission for their recruitment. Other than that, they cannot conduct any recruitment. Suppose if they want to conduct in Punjab, not permitted, or any other agent areas, they are not permitted. Also, these are the 10 recruitment agencies they have given the permission. Earlier, this was permitted till 2018. It was available in the Ministry of External Affairs website. Later, it was not come. Then recently, when the TNA delegation visited the Protector General of Immigrant, they requested this permission, and they have started this process again. Suppose if you are not finding this in the website, please write to the help desk @emigrate.gov.in, They will verify whether your recruitment is genuine. If finding difficult, then inform to us, we will help you out. And for the European countries, there is no possibility to directly check other than go to their government website, or you can check your conditional offer letter or letter of employment, and if you find anything wrong, contact us or the embassy in the country. Check the salary and working conditions, including additional facilities as per the destination country standards. Also contact directly with the employer if you are recruited with the assistance of any recruitment agencies, or contact TNAI on tnarecruitment@gmail.com, or WhatsApp your queries to 8287374228. And what are the facilities TNA provides? So TNAI, as our national president mentioned, we are now collaborated with the Health Education England for the recruitment of nurses to UK under the Global Learners Program. And it is a program you have work as well as educational opportunity. And the TNA, these are the salient features, these are the salient features of our recruitment services. And this is our recruitment agency ID, which I mentioned earlier. These are the details about us. The name of the agency is the Trained Nurse Association of India, and the registration is in the name of Mrs. Evelyn P. Kannan, our Secretary General, and our RC number is mentioned here, and our recruitment agency ID RA9255, and also whom you can give your complaints or grievances. That's also mentioned here, Mrs. Evelyn P. Kannan, Secretary General of the Trained Nurse Association of India, with the email tnarecruitment@gmail.com, or contact us on 2685-8304. And we signed our MOU on 10th of October 2019 for the safe immigration of nurses to the UK. Our National President, Professor Dr. Roy K. George, and Mrs. Evelyn P. Kannan, our Secretary General, on behalf of TNAI, signed the agreement, and Professor Judd Pine, the Director of Health Education England, along with Mr. Edward Ross, then the country lead of Health Education England, signed the agreement from Health Education England. This is an exciting opportunity for the nurses to learn while practice, while job. You will get the Tier 2 visa, which is the second higher most visa, which is given to any recruitment of nurses to UK. Your family members can accompany along with you or as a family visa, but make sure and please be sure that your spouse and children, please make sure that your spouse and children are considered as the dependents or the family member. And you will get a Global Learner Certificate once you complete the 3 years, which is internationally accepted program. And these are the trusts which are currently under the recruitment. Over 6 more recently we have increased. So these are the trusts under the UK GLP program. And these are the benefits TNA provide, and we are proud and privileged to say that TNA provide the best relocation or the recruitment package for the nurses, starting from the training fees to till the immigration skills charge. And there are 2 areas we have marked star, that is the IELTS OET training fees as well as the certificate verification charges. This is exclusively for the TNA members. And we are 100% sure that no agencies in the country except one agency, that is also partially they are providing. So we can say that exclusively this is done by TNAI, including your certificate verification charges. Like if you are recruited to a country and you want to do your overseas verification, when you go to Delhi Nursing Council, you have to pay 3,500 rupees for your overseas verification. If you are recruited through TNAI for the UK recruitment, if you are a TNA member, we will reimburse to you not only this, your police clearance, your TB test, if any immunization made mandatory, this whole amount up to 15,000 will be refunded to you. And other all payments like IELTS or OET examination or NMC verification, CBT, and these all payments will be back to the candidate once they are recruited through TNAI. So that's all about my presentation, and thanks to all of you for the patient listening. And once again, thanks to the Delhi State Branch for this wonderful organizing this wonderful session. And thanks to all the participants once again. And if any queries, please send to our chat box as well as the question box. We are happy to answer. Thank you, Madam Shaini and the entire TNA Delhi State Branch for giving us this opportunity for presenting overseas placements. Once again, thanks to all.
Thank you, Mr. Ajnas, for your detailed presentation. And now it's a very interesting session of the day. That's the question and answer session. Already we have received 3-4 questions from the participants. The first question from Mr. Andrew Avinash. This is the question to Dr. Gopichandran. Why don't we have nurse specialist course in India, like in abroad, like vascular nursing course, forensic nursing course, and sports nursing course? And along with this, the same Mr. Andrew Avinash has asked, why only these kind of special courses in AIIMS Delhi? Why not in some other private institutions?
So it's a good question because everyone, because we are moving forward, right? Itself, the person is realizing that we talk about general nurse. Now you are looking for specialized nurse. You see the demand of the situation today. So all are taken. We see already National Nursing Commission already was we are establishing the commission. We already the draft submitted and approval of the cabinet. Once we come to know the draft, because we already clearly know that we proposed on the establishing the specialized category, especially the service side. So for that we have to train, we have to prepare the nurses because without all nurses, we are general nurse, midwifery program. So we everything under how we train them or maybe prepare them. Preparation in terms of training because we have to ensure the quality, ensure that what the outcome we are trying to achieve through these nurses. All based on demand. Today I talked about telenursing. Telenursing emerged, home care nursing emerged within last 2 to 3 months before. We understood that physicians, lack of physicians, lack of nurses in society not able to manage the situation of the when we had a second wave. The government itself asked every institution please start to train the nurses for telenursing. It's all demand based, but in developed country situation different. There is the concept they are developed in terms of system. They wanted the nurses also. They have that specialized and they have training certified program, and also they are licensed to practice as a specialized. Their cadre is at par with the medicals. We have medical doctors, they have specialized doctors, super specialized doctors, they have system because the system made by policy maker, healthcare policy maker, they made India need these doctors, this type of specialized people. That also emerging, still emerging. You can see many super specialized doctors in different specialty coming up. Same like nurses also, usually they consider nurses need to be only general nurse. Now same government, the policy maker, we need specialized nurses. For that, INC is the regulating body, which is giving the structured curriculum, structured training program that will be approved by the committee. Then again, the committee is again individualized, like autonomous institution AIIMS have different role because we have their own committee, academic committee, decide the curriculum and do that. But for all to be implemented and it should be taken up in the different sector level, that taken by consideration by only the INC, because INC also already taken the initiation of nurse practitioner course, but still due to that again the problem, we are not able to practice as a practitioner because that is different issues. Because when you do the write in practitioner course, the scope is they become the practitioner, but again there is issues which has been created by due to some other policy maker. They said they cannot be licensed to practice the practitioner. They will complete. That's why that issue has tested manner because that is a practice is a tested space for us. If you start this course, what is the scope? Then scope was there has some problem. Placement is the issue. Then we realize that whenever we need commission, and our commission should be neat. That nurses only can propose our issue. Nurses only can make policy for us with support of the government. That's why the commission is highlighted that need of the others start the specialized courses. Need of our specialized nurses will be placed in terms of everything, and they also to be get good salary, and they should also motivated to grow as a specialized nurses in the same like at par with developed countries. That's why AIIMS is a pioneer in many of the area, even for medicine. You see most of the PG institutions first in India for medical people like AIIMS. Same like we believe that nurses also some of the institutions like because what is AIIMS is for not for only for Delhi people, AIIMS for whole country. So that they starting phase AIIMS doing that can be transformed to the every sector in the future. That is what they are starting from the AIIMS side. They are also not formally trained, I am telling. They are also trained by informally by physician, by some of the training module. They are utilizing as a specialized nurses as a functional basis because they want to improve the outcome. Later on, this also become formal training, formal nurses. They also should be at par with the other developed countries. They get salary. This also can be happen. But overall things happen only with the commission. The commission, the TNI is already demand of the commission to be strong enough to be made in a better manner. That gives transparency, that gives growth of the professions in the future. Yeah, please, madam.
To add, Dr. Govichandran, because TNA always wanting to work on nomenclature. Because many times so many specialized training will happen, but nobody thinks about the nomenclature and the CAD. So specifically TNA emphasizing on, because even though there are a lot of specialized courses, we have to give them the proper nomenclature as well as the proper CAD and the, what is the financial benefit after they complete this one. So we stand for this one specialty.
Dr. Gopi, we would like to explain you in apart from AIMS, what are the other institutions, private institutions that is offering this specialized?
There is the there is the specialized nurse practitioner course. They already ascribed Himalaya Institute. So many things. The course already taken by considered by the INC, approved by INC, CMC, Vellore, all Mission hospitals. Many private institutions, they are already doing specialized certified courses like palliative courses. So many courses they are offering, but I'm telling you, they are training, they are utilized by nurses at their level, but they are not project a specialized nurse in terms of what madam said, salary, career growth, normal culture. This all not happen. That's why they are not visible. And AIMS also the same situation, but AIMS have produced many number area like wound care, I told, trauma nurse, many area as compared, because AIMS have super specialized in all the settings. That's why they are able to do. But same with private institutions, selected institution. I can see that CMC Vellore, some of the institutions, they are good in that area, specialized area, they are doing in that area, like Chitra Hospital in the Kerala. These all a few hospitals, like namely I can say they are already doing. But only thing is, this should be taken as a cadre level, taken as it's the most important. That gives the motivation to the nurse I want to become, instead of only taking training courses just to complete for to face that to certify that I have degree. That most important is how to be taken to them as a career.
One more question by Mr. Anupam Vyas. This is the most interesting question which raises in most of the male nurses. 20% male for government, only 20% male is recruited for government postings. What is the future for boys? Why nurse means only female? This is a question asked by male nurse, Mr. Anupam Vyas.
Now nurse does not mean only female. Because everybody is accepting the fact that they are male nurses and they are doing a good job in the hospitals. And we have got representations from the male nurses about the 80-20% and we are working on it.
So, and we also have to take a stand, and even if there's a vaccine, and we also represent, already we represent issues at the national level, we are also planning to represent through other ways. To legal.
Yeah, actually, Madam said already TNA is working on this. And Dr. Royce also said in the meeting, said it's become legal now. It's going to the legal level. TNA have some boundaries there. We cannot go into the legal level that we have to go to Supreme Court or High Court. That we have to only go into the different way to fight for that. But when you, but still, we have to understand. I am also male nurse. We know that how we struggle and come, but we are accepted by female nurses. Earlier, the female nurses were only nursing for only female domain, female only with the female. But not only across the globe, the male nurses are also coming equally, and their contribution also. We can say one of the male nurses saved 20 kids in Tamil Nadu. It's appreciated by that. This is all visibility of time. The fire, because every male and female in terms of our mission is same. Only thing is our physical strength, our the way we come up and support the female nurses when they have issues, how jointly to jobbing our issues, all the things really the male both, how the family both are integrated, same like the nurses also integrate such a way that the way we are growing today very positively. Okay, my advice is be also more responsible when you become nurse. Either you are male and female, but female I think they compose such a manner from the family from the beginning. That's why they are very much easy to come up as a good nurse, reputed nurse was compared to male. Why? Because this is addressed by their age. Because the issue started in 80-20 from my institute only. Because some of the issues I have to say, because male nurses are more responsible. Sometimes they projected, they are very aggressive. So many violence, so many things are happening. That is was reported by the administration. They take into the consideration, but they should not take in very emotional way. they should be more with the policy making way. That's why some of the very good male nurses, they are losing their opportunity and their career is blocked. One we can say one male nurse losing the job, whole family is suffering. That is really, we felt, even Emily madam told, even though female also most important the job is, but that is mostly impact on that as per our Indian culture, Indian context. Mostly the males are whole family depend on males as far as I'm feeling. But that way we should not the growth of the, because they enter into nothing, the part of scope that should not be blocked. But same time sensitize ourselves also being a male nurse. You are working such a way, you should not be the cause for the reputation. For that you also sensitize what you are doing, how you are projecting, because male or female, you are projecting as a nurse. So that projection will be the future of the nursing. The projection is how you are control your emotion, how you are with your knowledge, skill, how you prove yourself as a nurse. There is no differentiation. For that is the message I'm giving to all male nurses, being the president from Delhi branch. Every time you project whatever you are, in a better manner, because small mistake you do, you are helping the people. You are projecting the screen that maybe our male nurses saved this many number of people. But same like when you do small mistake also, we don't want male nurses. That should not happen for you. That should not make our block of your career, because you are not blocking yourself. You are blocking the good and really with the scope of people who really do the change the nursing program. That is my best. Otherwise, definitely the 80-20 will the things will change with our dedication, with our hard work, and again with the right lobbying by the TNI, even if we go legally, the day will change the things.
Thank you, Dr. Gopi. This is the question to Mr. Ajanas by Sneha Sahajan. What are the opportunities for a student to pursue to become a nurse practitioner and also to pursue field of research in India as well as in overseas? Mr. Ajanas? Your voice is not audible, Mr. Ajanas.
I'm sorry. The nurse practitioner course currently that will be, I think, Indian scenario. I think Dr. Gopi sir will explain more. But whereas when we discuss about the overseas programs, there are many countries, especially in UK now in 17, they have made a new rule that if a person who have completed 5 years and are holding a permanent residence in UK can start nursing homes with those having nurse practitioner degree. So there are many other countries also started the same kind of they have given such kind of permissions. So there is a possibility, but for that you have to take the course in the respective country. The nurse practitioner course what you practiced in India will not be equivalent for you to practice as a nurse practitioner on those countries. Say as an example, suppose if you want to practice in Australia, the program has to be pursued in Australia itself with a valid registration from the Australian Nursing Councils, and that is called this Nursing Council APRA, as well as the unmet permissions you required. Then only you will be able to practice as a nurse practitioner in overseas. And I believe the other question, the Indian scenario, I believe Dr. Gopi sir will explain.
Research. Thanks, No, they asked like what are the opportunities scope of pursue to pursue research in the field of nursing in India?
Okay, fine. Actually, see earlier, thank you, Mr. Ajanas. There was earlier we thought that faculty means only teaching the nurses and train the nurses. Now faculty means all the others, field. Faculty means they are not only teaching. They are the creator. They are the one who make the student create and innovate the things and adding on the knowledge of it. Because since beginning, even when I was student, the BSc for nursing is art or science. Definitely, it's art also the way we communicate. The art also make that compose. Art also do something for nurses. But same, the science, when you make science only, that it will be visible, it will be accepted as a different domain and at par with the other. That's why the nursing science become science. We did so many theories today, the nursing is the science. But still, we are the one to make it sure through our innovative research, the way we are adding on that. That's why today, nurses today do plenty of things to do by not only putting the time of their academic activity, like MSc also they do some research work, doctorate, and also they do so many innovative. Really, we do only structured teaching program. Effect on structured teaching program, knowledge and skills. But today, no existing of structured teaching program. They do so many innovative things which improve the outcome of the patient. Even they do routine care. Even doctors do routine care, routine management, pharmacological management. Still, I think of the nurses innovative things, make the changes through health informative or some other things which we added. Even the nurses are trained and have become the yoga specialist. They are trained in different adding on it like COVID. Like adding and change the outcome, improve the quality of life, reduce the mortality, reduce the morbidity, decrease the hospitalization, even the COVID. There are so many things they have made changes through the innovation, through the intervention. Then see, that is called RCT, randomized control trial they are doing. That is today we are funded also. Like me, I have more than 4 research projects funded. So this is all, not only India, international funding also we are getting. So that way we are trained enough. We trained enough. Even we also, like me and some of our faculty got fellowship in research that also existing in some of the institutions. So you can do that. Even after a doctoral degree, also you go for postdoctoral degree, and you can go and do. Even India, we have the facility right now. So these all make you to be the better research. And again, I'm telling you how the nurse, clinical nurse, enter into the job, and they experientially make them better nurse. Same like research also, with your degree, doctorate degree, master degree cannot be the nurse researcher. With your work of research in particular domain, you narrow down your domain, like palliative care, like cancer become palliative, palliative become only one specific area, which can be something different. You look into that. So how much you subside your area, how much you come into narrow down, you see the changes, the outcome. That is called research. Then again, that make you add with your paper, you do publication, and again publication they do just some paper and write. Now high index journal and impact factor journal. That's why nurses are our paper published in medical journal. That is nursing. See, our medical journal. You are going in conference, you compete with the other people like the other doctors and getting the prize. Your research is appreciated. That time nurses are more visible. Then nurse science is without nursing cannot improve the outcome. That is where nurses, and madam also want to add something.
There are many agencies who are going to fund
funding. Even TNI, I am very proud to say that TNI recently has declared, given the funding for the nurse researcher who do innovative, and especially our mostly we focus on how the research improve the nurses and actually empower the nurses and take care. This is all our TNI, because TNI thinking explore the nurses' problem and burden, how they again to improve their health through the better system. This also funding. Yes.
To add all these things, and TNI has created the research state committee. And if any one of you have interested in doing the research, and if you have, because we follow, as Dr. Gopi said, that no structured teaching program, we fund for the evidence-based research. So if you have anything innovation in doing certain things, evidence-based research, you can write to us, you can apply us for the fund, and the fund also will be given. Even now, again, the council, our TNI management is thinking about the TNI fellowship, and TNI has to give a grant even to the individual as well as to the regional. You can join to the region, you can conduct the research on evidence based, you can do it on individual based, or even the regional wise or group wise also. Because now we are in the world of virtual researching and evidence based. Everyone is asking about the evidence. So you all can research. So you can do very well about that, and even the grant will be given by the TNI if the research committee approves when you are presenting the proposal. So already they started, as Dr. Gopi started, already the two nurses have really submitted the proposal. One is Dr. Gopi and Dr. Manju Dandamani, already is approved by the research committee, and they will do the nursing research on the North Indian, that is Northern area, how the
nurses cancer and non-communicable disease. We are trying to intervene them also. We mobilize them for the yearly management, because yearly diagnosis, screening of the nurses who suffering with the nurses, I think itself a burden in the terms of the market, not due to many other factors related to this disease earlier. That already is reported by one of the hospitals. Then again, we are expanding the work into the Delhi at the North region level with the support of Animate. Then that can be addressed to the TNI with all the data. The TNI again address the data to the government to make the policy. Because every time the research should turn into policy. The research should turn into the protocol. That is called evidence-based practice. That is what to be done. Actually, nurses structured teaching program, even structured teaching program should be implemented. You do structured teaching, are you doing patient teaching? Are you doing that? Should be protocol method. We did 1,000 times, 10,000 times structured teaching. Are we providing teaching to the patient or family member? That's what the question is. That's why everything to be turned to become evidence-based practice. That is what the TNI is all the time promoting. TNI itself involved now to promote the nurses with encourage them to do the better research. The better research only we get in adding of the knowledge to the profession. And I think improvement.
Thank you, Dr. Gopi. Next question to Mr. Ajinas. Due to the COVID pandemic, there is lesser exposure to students in the clinical field. How is this going to affect the criteria for recruitment later on?
Foreign recruitment, yeah.
And any recruitment, both the recruitments, recruitment in India and abroad.
There are many inquiries we have received due to COVID, our clinical exposures, like especially in the 4th year or 3rd year, they are missing the midwifery and some other postings. So how it will be possible for us when we are planning to move abroad? So the first thing what we all have to understand is the clinical practice during our education is not a independent practice. And all the countries, like say as an example, suppose if you move to any of the overseas countries, they want your experience only after your license or after your successful completion of the course. Why I'm saying after the successful completion or after the registration? Because the Middle East countries, they will count their experience only after your successful registration. To simplify, maybe you completed your course in 2021 January, but your registration had happened and you received your registration number in May of 2021. The Saudi Arabia or the country which are the Middle East, they will count only from May. Whereas when you go for any other countries like European countries, from the day you have completed your course and your date of completion mentioned in your degree certificate, from that date they will count. So even if you are missing some of the clinical or other kind of experiences, you don't need to worry because you need a post-course completion experience as mandatory for your practice in overseas countries. So no need to worry that whether you missed or whether you are not getting adequate training, you can complete or you can fulfill those hands-on skills when you are on independent practice.
Thank you, Mr. Ajinas. And there are many other repeated questions of the same nature. So if you have any further queries, please write to us, send a mail to tnarecruitment@gmail.com, and we will be able to give you much more information related to the recruitment in India and abroad. Mr. Ajinas, would you like to say something? Yeah. Thank you so much. Over to Madam Shiny Chak.
We have come to the end of today's webinar, and the responsibility entrusted to me is to say a vote of thanks to all of you present here. First of all, I thank Dr. Roy P. George, National President of TNI. In spite of Sir's busy schedule, Sir accepted our invitation and addressed the gathering. On behalf of TNI Delhi State Branch, I thank you, Sir. I also thank you, Sir, for giving TNI Delhi Branch permission for the collaboration of this webinar with the headquarters. Next, I would like to thank our dynamic personality, Mrs. Annie Kumar Ma'am, Vice President North Region, who is always with us. Under the guidance of Ma'am, we could do all these webinars and programs. TNI Delhi Branch, require you, Ma'am, always. And thank you for being with us physically today throughout the program. Next, I would like to thank our eminent speaker, Mrs. Ivin P. Kannan, Secretary General of TNI, for the motivational speech and for briefing us about TNI, SNI, and its activities. Thank you, ma'am, for all the support and guidance, and also for providing a space to organize this webinar in this headquarters. On behalf of TNI Delhi State Branch, I thank you, ma'am. I thank Mr. Ajinas AM, Assistant Secretary General, for briefing us today about the overseas job opportunities for nurses. And I also thank Mrs. Vatsala Dinagan ma'am for taking the question and answer session. I also thank our motivated and enthusiastic President of TNI Delhi State Branch for all the contributions towards the state branch and also for taking the session on career opportunities in India. On behalf of TNI Delhi State Branch, I thank you, sir. I thank Mrs. Indumati, TNI Delhi State Branch SNA advisor for all the coordination and for welcoming the gathering. I also thank all the unit advisors, SNA unit advisors for joining with us and helping the students to join. I thank headquarters staff, especially Mr. Prashant, for all the technical support he has given for this webinar. Last but not the least, I thank all the participants. Without you, this program would not have been a successful one. Thank you all the students for joining this webinar. Our volunteer professional experts have given the consent to guide and solve your queries. Please do not hesitate in contacting them in the given time. I hope the screen is visible to all. This will be submitted to all SNA units also. I conclude by giving thanks to God Almighty. Thank you all once again. Thank you all once
The
again.
participants can note down. Yeah, the participants can note down these name and contact numbers of the career guidelines experts, and you can consult them for any of your queries so that they will be happy to guide you all. Thank you. So once again, thanks to all the panelists as well as the participants. So we are ending up with our webinar today, and we believe the TNI Delhi State Branch will come up with more webinars of this kind of series, as well as there are many requests also has happened, like we need many sessions like this on the career guidance, and also there are some other queries also that we will respond to them. And herewith we are ending our webinar, and thanks again to all the panelists as well as the attendees. Once again, have a nice day. Thank you.